We're good.
Good evening, and welcome to the Curse of Strahd. Who would like to recap?
I died.
That's accurate.
We got attacked by
The captain of the guard.
Strahd's minions. Yeah, the captain of his guard. And he was mad because we killed some zombies or whites.
We
that
just
belonged to him.
defended ourselves from them, and he got mad at us for that, apparently.
They were not whites.
Whatever, I don't know. I thought
They
maybe
were
they were
zombies.
stronger than
Died
zombies.
against
I
that
don't
many
know. I don't
whites.
know if I don't know what the
That's
D&D
fair.
They were just
monsters
scrub
are like.
zombies. And we defended ourselves from them, and he was like, no, now you must pay with a body. And a body he got.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't lying. He did, in fact, get a body.
And then you died so we could run away.
Rip Gesh.
I mean, to be fair, we killed like 20 zombies and only gave them one body, so it's kind of a good deal.
Hopefully we don't have to fight a zombie Gesh at some point.
Oh, that's almost certainly gonna happen.
And then we went to Vallaki, or we made it to Vallaki.
Yeah, we freaking powered through the night.
We were running, panting like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit.
I think somewhere along the line, we agreed that we would probably do all traveling at night from now on, just so we didn't get ambushed again and again while resting. Because bad shit seems to happen every night during the night.
What we should really do is get some fucking horses so we can travel, like, in one day.
Yeah, that would help. That would definitely help.
But anyway, we made it to Vallaki, and then,
Everything is good there.
all is well.
I am legally obligated to say that all is well.
And we met some people. We met some
And
dudes
we
in a
went to the
bar.
library.
And we met some chick in the library.
Who is a vampire?
Yes. That's the last thing we learned.
And we did learn a lot about, or at least Katrina learned a lot about the history of
Potatoes.
yes, the history of potatoes, and like this group of people who used to occupy this area, like presumably before Strahd. It's like this group of people who lived amongst dragons or some shit. I don't really remember too much. I wasn't really taking notes, but it was really neat lore. You should go back to the previous episode and listen up on that.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's about it.
And if I remember correctly, there was one more thing. One player learned something else in secret about another player.
Well, I mean, that wasn't really shown to the audience, but yeah, sure, secrets are
But
happening.
yes, just jogging your guys' memory. But without further ado, Yesh, you died.
Oh boy, yeah, I died. Yeah.
And you find yourself in a shadowy place. You've been here before. This is where you made your oath to the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
She's not here now.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really hoping
What?
for her.
At first you're like, yeah, I've been here before. I've done this. I've gone through this. This is where I wait for her. And then,
Yeah.
but as you wait and wait, she's not here, and you're alone.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous.
And as you wait, and as the time passes, you're not sure how accurate that last statement is, because time is not really welcome here. But as you wait, in this timeless state, you come to realize that this land, this accursed land called Barovia, the Raven Queen, perhaps all of the gods, cannot reach you here.
I was starting to become afraid of that. Is there anywhere to go? Can I move in this space?
Roll perception. You are completely lost in darkness. And you give in to despair. And
Yeah.
you begin to close your maybe not really existent eyes. This place is weird, but as you do so, you see a faint light.
Oh boy, I want the light. Light is good. I'm gonna.
It's a sickening green light, but it is a light nonetheless.
Yes, exactly, lamp. I want the light.
And you reach towards it. It almost looks like, as you get closer, a skull.
I really don't care at this point. I don't want to die for real.
And you wake up. You're in a wagon, surrounded by bodies.
You're finally awake.
Yes. You look around.
It's her.
You see a familiar-looking tiefling crouching at the head of the wagon, holding a familiar artifact. So, you're finally awake.
Fuck me.
We've been Skyrim memed 2
Meanwhile-
campaigns in a row.
Meanwhile, in
See a
Vallaki,
map. There, so you can see.
you guys have exited the library.
And I just shared that Valeria was a vampire because I didn't see her reflection in the mirror.
And Katrina, like, freaked out about that, if I remember.
I mean, yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be the case, but it's still disquieting.
Well, you yelled at Camus, like, even more, yeah?
Yeah, I
It was
definitely...
for a separate issue, though.
But it's kind of related.
Related. but-
Related.
Like, oh, you shared this thing that you really shouldn't share with a
Yeah.
vampire.
That is definitely not your information to share.
Especially not with vampires.
Let's just get back to the inn.
No, we were going to the whatever the other place was.
Alright,
The
we still have
store.
to do things today.
What was the place
Well,
called?
it is tonight, but you did sleep in. The Stockyard?
Yeah, we were gonna go there, assuming it's open this late.
You recall the directions that you were given? And it's like there.
Well, let's go. Have a look-see.
As you approach, you see several lock sheds along the periphery, adjacent to a roomy warehouse. There is a wooden sign above the front gate that says, Arasek Stockyard. At the south end of the stockyard, you see a sturdy carnival wagon, its colorful paint peeling off.
Okay. Is there anything else?
So there's the wagon, there's presumably the stocks themselves. Bunch of, I don't know, market stalls are on the side.
Does it look closed?
Not yet.
Okay, so we can still shop here right now.
Yeah, as you approach, you see a couple that, look to own the place. And as you approach at this late hour, they sort of have this look like, ah, damn it, customers 5 minutes before closing time.
Oh no, we're those people.
Hey,
I
you're
mean, we
already
can
here.
come back in the morning if you want.
Remind me again what we even needed here? Was this just to replenish our supplies?
Yes, that.
Fair enough.
Well, we don't necessarily have to do that today unless we're planning on leaving today, which we aren't.
I
Sure.
believe we were expected to stay at least for the festival.
That too.
Which is in 3 days.
Is there anyone like people around the stockyard, or are we like the only ones here apart from like merchants and stuff? Also, how many merchants are there still at this late hour?
2.
Just two?
Yeah. They seem to be together.
Hmm.
Husband and wife, you think? Or a brother and sister, you're not sure.
So just 2 people run this entire place?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, we can come back in the morning if...
You get more of like a warehouse feel than a marketplace.
I see. Well, we are here. I guess we can just...
I mean, they probably don't do all the work themselves. They probably have, like, people to,
Yeah.
move things back and forth.
Well, since we're here, I guess we should just look around.
Alright. Welcome to Arasek Stockyard. The man says.
He sounds unenthusiastic.
It's a very like the welcome is very forced. Oh, what can I do for you at this fine hour?
It's not that late.
It's sundown.
Pretty late.
The woman says, "Did you just arrive in town?"
Earlier today.
They're like, "Why didn't you come that earlier then?"
Because we were
They don't
sleep-
say that. They don't say that, but she just gives you this look. She's like, "Oh, maybe they only just arrived, honey. Oh, we came earlier today."
What supplies have you here?
All sorts of junk.
Junk.
She begins listing off a bunch. She just points to, various stalls of crates and stuff that they have, and starts listing off stuff. Basically, all of your adventuring gear item.
What
There's
quantities do they sell
Like food and
in?
arrows.
Yeah, food, arrows.
And what
Lanterns if
quantities
you
do
need
they
it.
sell arrows in? I don't really know.
An arrow. They sell 20 arrows for 5 gold.
Alright, what kind of markup are we looking at here?
Are you asking them this, or?
No, I'm
No.
just looking through the PHB myself, and Jesus Christ, that's a markup.
Yeah, 5x markup. They
Yeah.
are not happy with you for being those people.
I'm just not gonna buy arrows. That
Are you running out? How many do you have
I'm
left?
not running out. I figured I would just look. I still have 3/4 of a quiver, so
Fair enough.
what I
Perhaps
am
tomorrow,
looking
then.
for is a crafting knife / carving knife.
That's probably in here. Let me see if I can find it.
I don't know if that's like an actual item.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking.
Don't think it is. Just like a regular knife.
Yeah, there isn't.
So you can just make up whatever price you want. Assuming they have something like that, which I'm assuming they would, because that seems like regular ass adventuring gear.
You would think. That's why I mentioned the dagger earlier, because it's like the closest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Except
but
it's
yeah,
really not.
they do have some other stuff, but I need to go for 1 minute. I'll be right back. Just you can peruse the adventuring gear table.
Where?
And yeah, I'll be right
What,
back.
in like the handbook?
Yeah, you can just go in the compendium and search adventuring gear, I think.
Artisan's tools, woodcarver's tools, that probably has several
Yeah,
kinds
that's
of whittling
probably
knives.
what you're looking for.
Even though this is mostly just like a narrative flavor item.
Yeah, seriously though.
I just want to narratively have something to carve my wooden stakes.
Well, yeah, woodcarver's tools would be exactly what you need. 5x markup, that'd be 5 gold.
I mean, that's not very expensive.
Yeah, no.
We get ball bearings. I mean, I'm not here. Well, Arena is, but
Ball bearings.
yeah, for
I
slapstick
know.
adventures.
I remember the when we did the like back in the day when the first time I played D&D, and one of the starting items was like a pouch of like 1,000 ball bearings.
Oh man, I
And I
played
just fucking-
a rogue.
I just
Once-
fucking threw them all on the floor.
I played a rogue once who had a panic pouch that, like, literally, they always kept it stocked for combat with 1 flask of oil, 2
A
sets
bag of flour.
no, 2 sets of caltrops, a bag of 1,000 ball bearings, and some flour. And they would, like, always, like, restock it from their supply after combat, so they'd always have that sort of shenanigans at their quick and ready.
What about pocket sand?
That's what the flour's for. It was fun.
I'm
I
back.
did not use that nearly as often as I should have.
Okay, the closest thing we found was woodcarver's tools for 5 gold.
Yeah, that would
Specifically,
be it.
1 gold up to 5 gold.
So yeah, I'll just buy that.
Yeah, they will charge you the full 5 gold on that then.
I mean, we got paid not too long ago, so I can afford it.
Yeah. It's more than a single knife. It's like, a couple backup ones and whatever else you need for wood carving. I'm not someone who would know that personally.
Nor am I.
Set of chisels or something.
Yeah.
I'm mostly going to ignore those, because all I need to do is make a stick pointy.
Fair enough.
And
Right,
subtract
well,
5 gold.
Probably some sandpaper or something.
I don't particularly think I need anything from here just yet, so if you lot don't mind, I think I'm gonna head back to the inn.
We'll meet you there.
We also have storage services. If you have anything you need stored.
We'll keep that in mind.
Tell them about the wagon. Fine, I'll tell them about the wagon. We had a strange fellow asked to store his wagon. He sort of motions over towards the carnival wagon that you see. He has since passed away, so all of his stuff is now for sale.
Cool.
Anything of interest in there? The wagon could be helpful.
As you speak, it shakes violently.
Don't tell me it's haunted. It's haunted, isn't it?
Oh, why did I choose this moment to leave?
You can as you're leaving, you hear this and you can double back if you want. It's a pretty loud, sudden lurch.
Yeah, no, fuck it. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was that?
To your question, is it haunted? They're like, maybe.
Do you?
I haven't
If
looked
it's haunted,
inside.
we want a discount.
I don't want to die. But you look like adventurers. You look like you could handle whatever is in there.
Do we get anything if we do?
You can purchase whatever's inside. You can roll persuasion if you think that's a shitty deal.
No discount?
Specifically, we're talking about hazard pay. Having whatever is in that wagon dealt with will be more profitable to you, because it will be far less dangerous to access whatever's inside. We're not going to do this sort of job for free.
Roll persuasion.
I'll let you do that.
You make a point. You make a point. Tell you what, there's a few things we could offer you. We have a little bit of gold available that you could have, or we could give you a general discount. Or you could have whatever's in there for free.
What is it? Whatever's in
and-
there plus the wagon?
The husband's like, no. Whatever's in there is worth far more than... No. You can have whatever's in there at significant discount.
But you just said free before.
Well, my
The husband
wife...
and wife are disagreeing.
Yeah, they're disagreeing.
Let the husband and wife argue it out.
Yeah. The wife's like, fine, significant discount.
I think that's going to be the best offer we get. Although we don't know what's in the wagon.
One way to find out.
Significant discount on anything inside, then. That's what we're going for.
Sure.
If no one else is going to step up first,
I
Katrina's
will.
gonna be...
Actually,
Here's what it looks like.
Spooky.
Hmm.
here.
Rictavio.
I don't know exactly what you mean by a significant discount when we don't know what you're going to price anything in there at. I will put up 10 gold. And we get whatever's in that wagon for 10 gold. Period. Plus the wagon.
I'll throw in
Roll
10 gold as
Camus.
well.
Roll persuasion.
I'm not good at that. Oh, that's not the worst.
It's passable.
We give you this 20 gold up front, and we take whatever's in the wagon.
Seems a
50
fair
gold.
gamble.
They counter offer.
25.
50? No.
What would you price a wagon like that at? Just the wagon, nothing else.
Wagon alone is worth 35, I'd say.
Okay.
In that shape?
It's sturdy. He does the car
Slaps
salesman
off the
meme.
wagon.
Yeah. And it lurches again. He's like, ah! It jumps away from it. See? Sturdy. Holding whatever's in there.
Does the wagon itself actually look like it's in decent condition?
Fairly, yeah. It still looks pretty sturdy. The paint is all peeled off, but it still looks very functional.
But it doesn't even have horses.
True. It lurches again. And you hear a snarl.
I will drag this conversation back to the topic of hazard pay. 50 gold, we keep the wagon and everything inside.
Fine. You have a deal.
I will drop another 30 gold on the table, so with my 40 and Camus's 10, that's 50 gold.
Can you take back one of those 10s and let me pay? So I don't
Yeah,
feel like
sure.
I'm the
I
only
can-
one
I-
of the
I-
three of us to not pay.
I can let you pay some.
Yeah, I don't want to be the only one in the party who doesn't pay. So I will pay for 10. Camus pays for 10.
And I'll do the other 30.
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
These commoners should be on the map.
Ooh, a map.
Before we
The map you're
open...
already on, but
If we're gonna fight something, we probably want a grid.
Yeah, before we actually open the carriage, I am going to cast Speak with Animals on myself.
are you casting this? This is not a ritual. Okay.
Same with me in mage armor.
There is not actually a dedicated map for this.
I mean, just use one of the, like, battle maps you have.
That's for like forests. I don't have one for.
Isn't there like a generic
City.
blank battle map?
There is.
Just use that.
Theater of the mind. It's what D&D was made from.
I just gotta clear stuff off of.
You know, I didn't used to appreciate mage armor until I started playing this Pathfinder CRPG. Mage armor really is the best spell.
I got an appreciation for mage armor in Wild Moon. I am really zoomed in. Ah, the theater of the mind.
And Cassie, your new character has not been met yet, so.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, did you change the tokens to all just have their names under them now?
Yep, I did that.
Nice.
I'm honestly kind of expecting it to be me that pops out of the wagon, but I have no idea.
That would be hilarious.
Hey, he's stuck in the well! I am curious when we will meet your new character.
Two commoners.
And
So
Irina.
am I. Oh yeah, should I help? I don't really
That's
know
a commoner?
how much I want to help.
Yeah, that is a commoner.
He's scary looking.
Curse of Strahd book art, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess which
what-
one's not from the book art?
I'll stand back here and throw fire if necessary.
I mean, you're in the front.
Oh, okay. I thought the wagon was going to be up here.
You two might want to stand back.
Hold on
Right.
a moment. Let me see if I can reason with whatever's in there.
There is a heavy
Good
padlock.
luck with that. I'm expecting like a fucking werewolf or something.
Can I understand, now that I've casted Speak with Animals, can I understand anything being said inside of the cart?
It does sound especially feral, but yes.
Which side is the door on?
You understand hunger.
Oh god.
Food. Smell prey.
Whatever's in there is hungry. And it does appear to like meat, from what I can understand.
Well, let's say hello.
I'm gonna put out like a couple days worth of my trail rations, like any sort of jerky or meat or whatnot, and put it in front of the door. And hopefully it will go for that instead of us.
Hopefully.
And then I'll back up. Hopefully.
Which side is the door on?
You're facing it.
It's like on the side of the wagon.
I will remind you there is a very heavy padlock on there, and I don't think it's going to get out of there on its own.
how do we open it? Did it come with a key?
There is a key. We don't have it.
Great.
Previous owner of this wagon was an odd fellow. Wouldn't trust the key with anyone. I understand that he went off to Castle Ravenloft and died. So
Of course he did.
I have to say that you're probably not getting that key.
You don't happen to have a lockpick lying around?
Lockpick.
Not
What
that
is that?
anyone here knows how to use it.
I have a
Like
friend
pair
who would
of
know,
chain
but
cutters.
That would be thieves' tools, yeah.
Or like
Yes, it
bolt
would.
cutters or something.
Yeah, we do have thieves' tools for sale.
Do you
I think
have
we'd be
like
better off
bolt
just
cutters?
breaking it.
Probably. Let me look. He comes back. Bolt cutters. 5 gold.
We're not
Not
keeping
keeping them, we're just using them this once.
Fine, but I want it back.
You'll get it back.
You damage it, you pay for it.
Understood.
we damage it, I'll pay you 10 gold.
He gives Camus specifically the bolt cutter, and then backs the fuck up.
I give Marcus
Yeah.
specifically the
I was
bolt
gonna
cutter.
say, let me do it. I have the most hit points.
And try and hold the door closed once the lock's off of it,
How many
but I
hit
don't know
points do
how
either
long
of
it's
you
going
two
to
guys
last.
have?
31 total.
How many?
24.
I have more than double Katrina's hit points.
Yep.
I have 56.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to tanking.
Yeah, now that Gush died, I'm the tank of the party somehow. I'm gonna approach the door and cut the chain, I guess.
As he's
And-
cutting the chain, I'm going to magicalize 3 stones.
I'm also going to use the telekinetic feature to try and like hold the door closed while the lock is being removed.
That is a good
Alright.
idea. I cut.
Give me
And
check with this cutter.
a strength check?
A strength check. What tool proficiencies do you have?
None.
Okay, this is gonna be a raw strength check, no proficiency.
Nice.
Yeah, so you cut it.
And then
it
I will
takes-
step aside.
It's not clean. You have to work at it a couple times, but you definitely get it, and it's not too hard. And what is the DC on your telekinesis? 15?
Yeah. Although that's specifically to get like shoved away.
Yeah, but it's useful to. Your telekinesis holds. There's a huge, bang against the door. The wagon seriously lurches.
Marcus, back up and
Yeah,
get
I'm
ready
gonna
for what's
back up.
inside.
And I will put the bolt cutter somewhere.
And
I will put them aside
bursting
on the
out
ground. Oh god.
through the door is a saber-toothed tiger covered in armored plating.
Jesus Christ, we're
Jeez.
gonna die.
It immediately goes for the jerky that you placed out, Camus.
Cool.
Good that it's going for that and not us. I don't know if that's going to fill it.
I can ask.
Looking at the size of this thing, you don't think so.
It could probably eat all our rations and still be hungry. Especially if it's been locked away for a long time.
Yeah.
What I want to know is why it has armor. Who put armor on it?
The owner of the wagon, clearly.
Why don't you ask, looks at, he struggles to read faded out text on side of the wagon, why Rictavio?
I would, but he's dead. I draw my sword.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting out of this without that thing dying.
Pity I didn't prepare animal friendship.
Ignore the second one, it like double clicked. Doop doop doop.
Who still needs to be in the turn?
Looks like Irina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow!
Can I roll initiative?
You should be able to. There
Oh.
you go.
Hey.
Karina.
Okay, I'm going to grab the bolt cutters from Marcus and use Mage Hand from Telekinesis to just sort of begin floating it over to the people who actually own the bolt cutters, just so that that's not an issue. And just sort of like walk over here so it can be within 30 feet of the people who need to get the bolt cutters again.
All
And
right.
that's going to be my turn.
Irina.
We'll cast fire.
That does not. It just bounces
Yeah.
off the armor.
This was a bad idea.
Marcus.
Hold on, I'm just looking for a feat real quick. Okay, that is a bonus action. Okay, I'm gonna Slayer's Prey it, and then I'm gonna attack with Dread Ambusher, which lets me do 2 attacks on my first round of combat.
All right.
And Hunter Slayer's Prey should apply to both of those too. That's nice. And that is a bonus D6. Bad idea. Here we go. The 17 hit.
That hits.
For 10 damage.
10 damage. And you have a
And
second
then
hit.
Dread Ambusher gives me a bonus D8 to that, so let's see. To the second hit. Assuming I hit.
Nope.
Seems like a no.
That's sad.
Hits the armor. Speaking of which, the massive combination of armor and fur and fangs is going to take a swipe at you, Marcus,
I figured.
for 10 slashing damage.
Does it hit?
Yes.
Boo.
then it will bite you. For 9 piercing.
That also hits.
That also hits.
That was really rude.
Camus.
So I'm gonna move adjacent to Marcus, and then I am going to cast Heroism on him. Then I'm going to back the hell up, and I don't.
What's
think...
what is the number for the bonus? The 10 hit points.
At the start of each of your turns, you get 5.
Okay.
I'm
assuming it works like in PTU where if you have 10 hit points, it doesn't stack.
Correct. 10 hit points
Yeah.
never stack.
That's what I thought.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do with a bonus action without casting another leveled spell, which I don't think I can do. So that's it.
Karina.
All right, let's summon that Shadow Blade, and then throw it at the beast.
Ow.
I
Nice.
take it that hits.
Yes. For 19 psychic damage. It
Dang.
roars at you. Irina.
I'm just ducked behind Camus and Irina. Also, the bolt cutters are now safely over by the other people.
Right, right. Cassie?
Yeah. Just fire.
Pew pew.
I'm not seeing a roll.
There
we
it
go.
is.
There, I had open.
It also, once again, bounces off the armor.
Yeah.
Marcus.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark,
Alright.
which gives me another d6 on it. And then I'm gonna attack. Oh boy.
Nice.
All dice doubled.
Yeah.
All those d6s doubled.
Hold on a second. What is that? 29? 29
God.
damage.
How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna stab it right in the mouth. And it comes out the back of its head.
Alright.
Well, that wasn't so tough.
Still managed to get a few good hits off on you. Are you okay?
I'll live.
Right.
Camus, is, speak with animals concentration?
It is not.
Okay.
I don't believe.
As it dies, you just hear it go, why? It's kind of sad, actually.
Why'd you have to ruin the cool moment?
Well, Marcus, you can't understand it.
True. And it is my hunter's instinct to kill big, scary animals. That could be a threat.
Yes.
Be it a wolf, a bear, or a giant fucking saber cat.
Right. Well, I
I'll
believe
go
as
up
per
to
our
it.
agreement, this cart and everything in it is now ours.
Including
Yes.
this corpse.
Yes, including this corpse.
Which we shall bury properly.
But these furs could be quite valuable.
Yeah, the
How could your skin?
Damn.
I'm just going
one
to
of
not
them, when you're like,
unpack
oh,
that question.
we'll bury it properly, but why? One of the masks.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it. I'll take care of the burial.
Going to need someone to help you carry it to wherever you plan on burying it.
Probably.
So, what's in this cart?
Roll perception.
Alright. Perception, we.
Well, if Camus is going to be a party pooper, I'm going to join you in looking in the wagon.
Alright, you see...
Twice as much as what I see.
Yeah, you see a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff in here. It does not... So the outside is like, oh, it's, you know, a fun carnival, whatever. But the inside paints a different picture. It looks more like an adventurer than a jank
Oh, that's
carnival
good.
master.
We could use some of that stuff.
Katrina, in addition, spots a hidden compartment.
Whoever owned it certainly liked keeping
Concealed-
secrets.
Concealed by the front seat.
I'll head over there and open it up.
And the list of everything, some of this is in the secret compartment, some of it's not, but the list of everything. There is a unlocked wooden coffer that bears... Oh, you haven't seen him yet.
That bears.
Bears.
It bears the profile of Strahd.
What's inside
You look and you're like, this guy looks familiar. And then you look at one of the coins that Ismark gave you, and it has like
Oh,
the
it's this
same.
fucker.
Yeah, he's on all the coins, and you're like, oh, I guess that's Strahd. It contains 50 gold pieces and 6 gemstones worth 100 gold each.
Can you repeat that?
Nice. 50 gold and 600 gold worth of gemstones.
I will post it.
That's a lot.
You also find a healer's kit.
Wait, you posted one thing and said a different thing. Is it gold or whatever the fuck EP is?
It's gold.
Okay.
It's gold. Fuck Electrum.
Yeah, seriously though.
A small prayer book with a green leather cover. You flip it open, look through the pages. There's indecipherable notes in the margins. You see 3 wooden holy symbols inlaid with silver. They're shaped as a sunburst. A silvered longsword.
There's a lot of crap in here.
There is a lot of crap in here. I think you only
really,
paid
this would
50
be
gold
such a
for it.
profitable venture.
Yeah. A hand crossbow inlaid with a mother of pearl. Very exquisite. 20 silvered crossbow bolts.
Did we, like, get a handout for just keeping track of party loot?
I was assuming you were just gonna split it.
Yeah. After it's all posted, I'm gonna copy and paste it into Discord and pin it.
Yeah.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
if you want, you are literally at a merchant. You can liquidate some of this stuff
Well, yeah.
and just
That's
turn
true.
it to gold.
I don't want to liquidate it to these two, because they're going to be, like, real pissy about it.
But what we can do is at least for the 50 gold, since that doesn't split evenly, is just refund the 50 gold we paid for it. That seems like the fairest way.
Yeah.
And then everything else would be easy to split up.
There's also a worn leather case with gold buckles.
I'm just gonna add that 10 gold back to my inventory right now.
Yeah, if
Do
you
you
paid
op-
money to get this cart purchased, you can just reimburse yourself.
So
and
I
that's
get
the
10,
gold we
Camus
got.
gets 10, and you get 30.
Yep.
Done.
I assume you open the leather case.
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems reasonable.
Has
Holy
all of that junk
shit.
in it.
I get the feeling
I have a
whoever
feeling
owned
this
this
was a vampire hunter.
I get the feeling they were definitely not a circus performer.
I am a fan of this guy.
There's also a black book. It appears to be locked. Like there's like a lock, like there's a little hatch.
Does it
You mean
open?
it's chained like a diary?
Kind of, yeah. However, there is no keyhole.
Hmm.
Is there anything else?
Excuse me. Sorry, it is very late at night, but, you wouldn't happen to sell padlocks, would you? I know we just broke
Well,
one, but...
we broke the chain, not the padlock. Assuming it was chained and not just like a lock on the...
Yeah, it was chain.
Okay.
So yeah, we have the lock, we just don't have a chain anymore.
We
chain.
can have a chain. I have mending, so I can fix the chain.
Oh, cool. Wonderful.
We have chain 25 go. Sees you just mend it. He's like, well, fine.
Was there any other loot, or is that it?
That was it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Can we actually strip the armor off of this cat and sell that as scrap metal?
Sure.
Can someone who can pin this in Discord?
Yes, I will do that real quick.
Already done.
Oh.
So, Camus, where did you have in mind for burying this creature?
We could use the wagon to take it out of town.
Discreetly.
That sounds like the best idea.
We would have to transport it rather quickly. I don't want this corpse sort of decaying too long before we can dispose of it properly.
We could lock it in here overnight and then.
One night should be fine, but we will need to find a way.
How long will you be staying in Vallaki?
A few days at least.
We plan to leave after the festival.
Well, as I previously mentioned, we do offer storage services.
How much?
20 gold per day.
You.
That's doable. I assume we pay at the end? Like, just for ease?
Well, if it's 3 days, and there's 3 of us, if we each just throw out 20 gold, then that's the whole time.
Well, I mean, we don't know if we're staying more than that or not. I'm just saying, for the sake of the game, we can just sort that out when we leave.
If you need to stay longer, you can come back and extend it with more gold.
Okay, I guess we'll just pay now then.
Mhm.
20 gold each.
I mean, they're at least gonna want some kind of deposit. You know?
Yeah, we'll pay up front for the 3 days that we know we're gonna be here.
Yep.
The wife pulls out a ledger and writes down the amount.
I mean, we just got like hundreds of gold worth of gear, so
As far as loot boxes go, we hit gold.
Now, I should warn you, if your time runs out and you haven't come by to pay for an extension, we will sell it to someone else.
Duly noted.
question, when you were reading the loot off, you said a silver long sword, but you wrote a silver short sword. Which one is it?
Oh, it's a short sword.
Cool, I wasted my points on that. I literally haven't needed mine until now.
Now you can do it.
Now we have a spare. I don't dual wield, but having a spare.
Yeah. Maybe you can melt it down for a long sword.
I mean, I don't use long swords. I was just clarifying.
Hmm. Well, you have a spare.
Mm-hmm.
We can sort out loot distribution,
Between sessions.
yeah.
So, is there anything else we wanted to do in town tonight?
Sleep.
Right.
Let's have... Yeah, let's go back to the inn, I guess.
I'm gonna grab one of the gemstones for myself just before we leave. Before we lock up the wagon. If you don't mind, if there's still...
Before
I mean, we can
you
each take 2
well, you've already
gemstones.
mended the chain. You
Oh,
still
yeah.
don't have the key.
Yeah, we don't want to lock this again.
Perhaps somebody should stay with the cart. Honestly, that's why I asked if we
Yeah,
should
let's
buy
just
our own
let's
padlock.
let's buy the padlock with the key that comes with it.
All right, and that will run you.
He said 25.
No, that was for the
That
chain.
was for the chain.
Oh,
A lock will run you 50 gold.
Jesus Christ.
I'll pay for it.
Okay.
And I will keep the key.
Sure.
Anyway, so as I was saying, I'm going to take one of the 6 gemstones
Right.
with me, just because while we're on our way back to the inn, and after I've cooled down a bit from, Camus almost spilling my entire life story to the vampire we met at the library, I would like to go back there if they're still open and purchase Cloak of Billowing that you mentioned was on sale.
All right.
I'm assuming we can just each take one of or 2 of the 6 gemstones. Just
Yeah.
even split that.
Does anyone wish to go with Katrina?
We might as well
I'll
stick
go.
together.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go.
I will also.
I'm just here for the Cloak of Billowing. The library was fantastic. Perhaps we'll be back tomorrow, but right now, just the cloak.
All right. That is, I believe, I gave a price last session.
Yeah. I'm scrolling back through the private messages.
I think it's 250 gold.
I couldn't find it.
In private messages, you said 50 gold, just straight up 50
okay.
gold.
50 gold.
So yeah, I'll hand that out and be 1 cloak richer.
Yeah, different online sources say different things.
Yes.
I also just grabbed the 3 stakes while we were there. And stuffed them in my bag. Just to be safe.
Alright.
And since I already have a wooden stake slot in my inventory, I can just fill that up.
Oh.
Well, see you tomorrow, I guess.
If we decide to return. Highly likely, but no guarantees. It was a pleasure.
She gives you a thumbs up.
We head back to the tavern.
Have a good evening.
She just goes back to reading her book.
In time.
On your way back to the tavern, actually, pretty much as you're, as you exit, well, not right as you exit, but soon after you exit, you pass by someone on the road, and Katrina.
Yes?
Nice cloak, a man says.
Thank you. Did he, say my name?
No, No, he's
That
not
was
saying
just
your
the
name.
GM saying your name to call
It's
attention.
just
Okay.
like,
Just
hello
making
there.
sure.
Nice cloak.
Thank you.
He will, be really big. No.
Is this someone we should know?
He introduces himself. My name is Vasily von Holtz. Might I ask your names?
This pose reminds me of Yuri.
I'll introduce myself. I'm Marina.
Marcus.
Trina.
Miss.
He will, take the hands of the two ladies and, kiss them and say, "Charmed." He does not do that with the dudes. You, seem to have the look of adventurers about you. Am I wrong?
You're not.
Are you in need of us?
Of sorts. A small task.
Go on.
I have a delivery to the north end of the city.
Sure.
I would rather not go myself.
Why not? Is that part of town dangerous?
Depends on who you believe. Of course, there is no danger within Vallaki, but I
Yeah,
would
the
prefer
saber-toothed
to
cat told us earlier.
Huh?
Don't worry
Sorry.
about it.
Continue.
There is an alchemist there in the camp. And he points out, you can sort of see it from here. There's a bunch of tents set up.
Okay.
There's an alchemist working there, and I have agreed to give her medical supplies.
And you want us to deliver them for you?
Yes, I would prefer to keep my distance from the patients.
Are they contagious?
He shrugs. Perhaps.
How much are you paying us?
How would 25 gold sound?
I think that sounds...
That sounds fair.
Yes.
Alright. He motions to a servant that is, standing near him that's been carrying a box or a crate, and gives you the crate and the gold.
Up front?
Don't question it. Let's just deliver it.
Well,
Right.
it's right there.
You want us to do it right now?
If you please.
I
These
guess.
supplies are critically needed.
It won't take us that long. Let's just do
Yeah,
it.
we'll do it.
Yeah, I mean it's so close to the inn anyway.
Yeah, we'll go.
All right.
Did you have a name for this alchemist?
Yes, I believe her name was Beatrix.
What?
He's gonna turn to Marcus as they say what?
She arrived recently. She's an outsider.
I know
She
her.
and another. Oh, well. How fortuitous it is that
And
I
out of
asked you
character,
for
I
this
think
map.
I know who the other one is.
Yeah.
Well, we're going.
Alright, so you make
It
your
was
way
a-
over there.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Sir Von Holtz. Are you a sir? Should I call you sir?
Just Vasily is fine.
Vasily.
Well, see you around.
Likewise.
Brief curtsy, turn about face.
I'll just
going.
nod and then
Yeah.
start going.
So you make your way over to the he didn't want to use the word plague district, but
I see.
yeah, it's a bunch of tents that have been set up. You hear lots of coughing and wheezing and groaning and moaning. It's a plague camp.
All is well, they said.
All is well.
And Marcus, roll perception.
Oof.
You can imagine hearing Beatrix here, you know, barking orders at like, oh, I need 50 cc's of potion, I need, you know, the sounds of her working. But you
Mhm.
don't hear it, and you spend a while, you know, looking in every tent. And I actually need you to make a Constitution save.
All of us?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Why couldn't other people roll perception to find better? We're
Okay.
we're good.
It takes a while, but you find her.
Oh no.
Oof.
Well, I guess Irene is staying here in Valaki.
Better wear a
So-
mask.
There's a bunch of patients, but there's also two people of note. One is, of course, your alchemist friend, who is hard at work dealing with patients and trying to make, you know, little potions for people. And there is someone else who is trying to help the mood by playing a song on a fiddle.
Oh boy, I'm gigantic.
Giant fiddle.
Playing an upright bass like a fiddle.
That would not sound good.